welcome to the call. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hey, so guys, for those of you that are new, okay, this is nothing like you've seen before. You need to pay attention. And yeah, I understand. You might have to come back, 20, 30, 100 times. It's okay. Keep coming back because everybody learns at different rates and there's lots of information. There's lots of new things to learn, lots of new things to see. Okay. Um, and you learn as you grow. And so I try to present information to you so you can understand what's going on. And so let's get started. Just some information for you guys. Okay, so there's a scam going on right now. Uh, and what they've done is they've duplicated the chat group, our team chat name. Okay, they've duplicated that, and so they're trying to do a promotion scam. Is very insidious. The reason why it's very bad scam is because you cannot browse in Telegram to find our team group chat name. The only way you can get added is by being invited by an admin. If you browse, do a search for our team chat name, you will find this other scam chat. This other scam chat is designed in such a way that they're simply posting a link, and if you click on that link, you will be asked to connect your external wallet, like Exodus as example. The moment you do, they will siphon off your funds. Do not join that chat. Report the chat because it is pure scam. You need to protect yourself. You need to protect your family. You need to protect your friends. Do not go into that chat. The only way you can join our team chat is by your sponsor talking to an admin and you being invited into the chat. If you do a search, you won't find our team group chat. To be added to our team chat, your friend has to request an admin to add you. And the admin will contact you and say, hey, your friend asked me to add you to the chat. Would you like to join? And you'll say, yes, I'd like to join. And then I will say, here are the rules for the chat. And you'll say, yes, I agree to those rules. And then you'll get added to the chat. And in the chat, we'll say, hey, you just added to the chat. Please welcome this person to the chat. And lots of people will say, hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. And I will send a message to you saying, you've now been added to the chat. Send a message to your friend and say, hey, the person that you invited has now been added to the chat. And so you will have a conversation with the admin prior to being added to the chat. If you get added to any sort of random chat without talking to someone first about why you're in that chat, it's probably a scam chat, and just simply report the chat and leave. The fake chat has lots of people in that fake chat, the names that you think you know, okay? The fake chat is simply posting this scam that is going on. This scam is you click on it and it will try to link your external wallet and it will pull your funds from your external wallet and steal your money. You do not want to have your money stolen. Don't deal with scammers. They are the bane of the earth. Scammers steal people's identities and they pretend to be someone. I will always do a live video call with you. If someone contacts you like Jan or Logan or me or Marcos or anybody that connects with you, you don't make sure that hey, let's do a live video call. I will always do a live video call with you. I might not know you, but you know what I look like and you know me. And so I will always do a live video call with you. Okay. I will always make that time, or I will coordinate a time when we can meet if I happen to be busy right then. But if I'm busy right then, why would I be contacting you? Okay. Make sure that you protect yourself. There are no promotions outside of what's computer login is. No promotions. There's nothing going on outside. Everything is within your login. Make sure that you are logging onto the correct website. There are scam websites as well that are trying to steal your login credentials. They're trying to steal from you. Make sure that you get the correct website from someone you trust. Save the website on your device. save it on your computer. That way, you know this is the correct website. They will have one character off and make the website different. So you need to be paying attention so that you know this is the correct website. This is the best company ever. You're making really good money here. Don't wreck it by clicking on stuff that you shouldn't be clicking on. Don't go other places. This is the best company ever. Have a good experience, because they're trying to steal your IDs. They're trying to steal your credentials. They're trying to steal your money. They're trying to make you so that you click on stuff and they steal your money. Don't do it. There are no promotions other than within your login. When you log in, you can see the promotions there. You're making really good money. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your friends. Do not go to any other chat. Make sure that you are in the correct chat. Let's get into the presentation, unless someone has something they want to talk about. Let me pull up Michael Saylor's.
Capital assets in the 20th century aren't money. Currency is money, but currency is not a good capital asset. Post Satoshi, all of a sudden, we have a money which is a capital asset, which is Bitcoin. And now the significance of what's going on with the strategic Bitcoin reserve is the United States is going to own the world's reserve capital network, Bitcoin. We're going to mine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin miners run the world reserve capital network. Bitcoin holders own the world reserve capital. If you want a prescription for prosperity in the 21st century, there's no better prescription than to own the world's reserve capital, run the world's reserve capital network, benefit from the growth of the world's reserve capital asset.
That's really cool. Okay, so we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about what it is, where it comes from, how to get your hands on some, and to bring into that, let me talk to you about a couple of problems here in the world. Okay, so that you need to know about. Okay, first of all, your expenses. You'll have expenses for the rest of your life. Okay, and many of us are running through the rat race every single day, and we have too much expenses for the amount of income that we make. Okay, that's problem number one. So we need to supplement that. And I'll explain why in a second. But what we need to do is we need to get our passive income to grow, so that when you're not present, you're still making money. Okay, and I'll give you an example. If you are working and you are paid for that hour, and you don't work the hour, you don't get paid. Okay, and so this is a problem, because if you only have so many hours in the day, okay, what I mean is, because there's so many hours in the day, you can only supply so many hours to what you're doing, and you can only dedicate so much time to doing something. Here's this part of the problem is the value of the dollar is going down. Okay, so 100 years ago, when they gave you 100 beans, they said, this is $100, and we'll use beans as an example. Okay, this is $100, and you go, oh yeah, I can use this, I'm super happy. But what happens is every year, it's called inflation. 3.5% of inflation means that every year they give you that box of 100 beans and they take 4 out. They give you that box of 100 beans the next year and they take 4 out. And they give you 100 beans the next year and they take 4 out. Notice this is what's happening as they take those beans out. They're still calling it $100. Okay? They're still calling it $100. But your ability to buy stuff has eroded away. So for example, in the 60s, maybe the wife got a job in the home. This is, kind of a new thing. In the 80s, maybe the dad got a second job. In the 2000s, maybe the wife got a second job. Now, so you got 4 income homes. You've only got 24 hours in the day. And so you must find some other way to earn money so that you can pay your bills, so that you can live, right? So this brings us into Bitcoin. And what is Bitcoin and why is it important? All right, so that's a great intro into what we're talking about today from Michael Saylor's. Let's find out what is Bitcoin And how come you can acquire it? Why is it important? Yeah, that's a really good one. Why is it important in our lives? And what is it?
Imagine sending money to anyone, anywhere, instantly without a bank. This is Bitcoin, a revolutionary digital currency. Bitcoin isn't like traditional money. It exists as information on a global network. Decentralized, it resists control and censorship. Created in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin has grown into a global phenomenon. Its value has soared, making early adopters millionaires. Bitcoin represents a shift in how we think about money. It offers a future of decentralized, secure financial systems, empowering individuals with control over their money. Bitcoin's impact is growing with vast potential ahead.
Future of money, decentralization and beyond. Bitcoin represents a paradigm shift in the world of finance, offering a glimpse into a future where money is decentralized, transparent, and accessible to all. While it still faces challenges, its potential impact on the global financial system is undeniable. As more people and businesses adopt Bitcoin, its network effects grow stronger, making it increasingly resilient and valuable. Bitcoin's decentralized nature challenges the traditional role of banks and governments in controlling and regulating money. Its transparency and immutability offer a solution to corruption and fraud, while its borderless nature facilitates global commerce and empowers individuals in developing countries. While the future of Bitcoin remains uncertain, its potential to revolutionize the financial landscape is undeniable. As we move towards an increasingly digital world, Bitcoin and the underlying blockchain technology have the potential to transform not just finance, but a wide range of industries, from supply chain management to voting systems. The future of money is digital, decentralized, and driven by innovation, and Bitcoin is at the forefront of this revolution.
That is very powerful. Bitcoin truly is at the forefront of the revolution. Let me explain something important about Bitcoin so you understand why it's so powerful, okay? And what makes Bitcoin powerful.
Scarcity and value. The 21 million limit. One of Bitcoin's key features is its limited supply. Unlike traditional currencies, which can be printed indefinitely, there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. This scarcity is built into the Bitcoin protocol. As demand increases and supply remains capped, its value is likely to rise. This limited supply is often compared to gold, valued for its rarity and durability. Bitcoin's limited supply and mining process give it value. This scarcity differentiates Bitcoin from traditional fiat currencies, which can be subject to inflation. The 21 million limit ensures Bitcoin's long-term value. The last Bitcoin is expected to be mined by 2140, but scarcity will continue to play a significant role. This makes Bitcoin an attractive investment to hedge against inflation and diversify portfolios with an asset not controlled by any government.
Okay. So why does inflation occur? Okay. Inflation occurs because the governments will print money anytime they want. They need more money, and so they print more. And by having an item that is controlled, as in there's only so much of it, and it's only created at a certain rate, you can only have so much of it in circulation, first of all, but because you can't print more anytime you want, the inflation is not affected by it. Okay, so let me tell you about why Bitcoin is like that. Okay, so first of all, Bitcoin, yes, it goes up and down in price. It does, and these up times are super great. These down times are when it's on sale, when it's time to buy some more, because you want to convert your fiat currency into Bitcoin because it's a hedge against inflation. It's a hedge against problems in the future. 10 years down the road, 100 years down the road, Bitcoin will save your butt, okay? And so you need to convert your fiat currency into Bitcoin to protect yourself against inflation. What happens is Bitcoin is one of the reasons why it's scarce is the process by which it is created. Okay, so every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that is created is cut in half. Okay. And so this cutting in half makes it more difficult for it to be created every time. But also at the same time, the desirability for it is going up. And so this makes it a more powerful entity. Okay, let me talk about the blockchain a little bit.
At the heart of Bitcoin lies the blockchain, a revolutionary technology that acts as a digital ledger for all Bitcoin transactions. Imagine a giant public book where every single Bitcoin transaction is recorded for everyone to see. This book is not kept in one place but is distributed across thousands of computers worldwide. This shared ledger is constantly updated and synchronized, ensuring that everyone has the same information about the state of the Bitcoin network. The blockchain is the backbone of Bitcoin, providing transparency and security. Every transaction made with Bitcoin is recorded on the blockchain, creating an immutable record that cannot be altered or deleted. This eliminates the need for intermediaries like banks, as the blockchain itself acts as a trusted third party. This decentralized and transparent nature makes Bitcoin incredibly secure. Each block in the chain is linked to the previous block using complex cryptography, making it virtually impossible to tamper with the transaction history. This means that you can trust the network to process your transactions securely and without the risk of fraud. The blockchain is a true innovation, not just in the world of finance, but in how we think about data storage, security, and trust.
The blockchain is an important aspect of the whole process because it makes it so that there's control, that you don't have to have that intermediary of a bank or anything in between. Okay. So this brings me to mining Bitcoin and how it's mined, and then we'll tie it all together. All right.
The Bitcoin network relies on a process called mining to verify and add new transactions to the blockchain. Think of miners as the record keepers of the Bitcoin network. They use powerful computers to solve complex mathematical problems, and the first miner to solve the problem gets to add the next block of transactions to the blockchain. This process is computationally intensive, requiring significant energy and resources, but it is essential for maintaining the security and integrity of the Bitcoin network. Miners play a crucial role in the Bitcoin ecosystem. They not only validate transactions, but also introduce new Bitcoins into circulation. As a reward for their efforts, miners receive newly created Bitcoins and transaction fees from the transactions they include in the block. This process is often referred to as proof of work, as miners must demonstrate their computational effort to earn the right to add blocks to the blockchain. The mining process ensures that no single entity can control the Bitcoin network. As more miners join the network, the difficulty of the mining process adjusts automatically, ensuring that the average time to mine a block remains constant. This makes it extremely difficult and expensive for any single entity to gain control of a majority of the network's computing power, a scenario known as a 51% attack.
So that explains a little bit about mining process, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit more at this point about that, just briefly, and then we'll go on. Okay, this is a graphical interface of what's going on the blockchain, on the network right now. Okay, every single one of these blocks falling down is a bit of Bitcoin that's being moved from place A to place B, and you can move any amount. It doesn't matter how much or how little. You can move any amount you want, and to anyone, anywhere in the world. It's completely. This is why Bitcoin is the best way to transact, is because everybody in the world can gain access to it and use it and to transact, because everybody needs to have funds. Okay. And so what happens is like he just explained, the miner has to go through a computational process to prove that he applied CPU power to arrive at the mathematical question. Only the first computer that arrives at the mathematical question, at the answer, gets to post that answer and receive a reward for it. They receive a commission as part of the transaction, and they receive new Bitcoin as a result. And every transaction that's posted is posted here in the block. Every 10 minutes, the block is then revealed. Okay. And that revealing of the block then releases a new amount of Bitcoin into the network. Okay. And it's all deposited into the mining pool. Only those individuals that do that first work get paid for it, and only those individuals can pull the money back out. Okay, that's how the mining process works. Everybody else after that is just simply a confirmation. And so those confirmations, they don't get paid on. But it's nice that they're getting done to confirm, but they still don't get paid on it. So this brings us into how we are involved. Okay, we're involved because we have a machine, a booster, that is doing work. What it does is it detects on the network the movement, and it becomes the brains of the operation. Okay, so it detects the movement on the network, and it supplies to the mining machines that it's connected to. It says, here, do this job. to the next mining machine. Do this job, do this job, do this job, do this job. And so, for example, it has 10 mining machines working for it. And so they're optimized because they don't have to worry about finding the job. They don't have to worry about doing any of that. They just simply process, which is what they're really good at, just doing the mathematical computation. So they process and they're all working away. And the booster, what it does is it filters that information and it supplies the information to these miners on which jobs to do. And it tosses out those jobs that don't need to get done that we're not getting paid on. And so we simply do the jobs, and those confirmations, yeah, let them get performed by other companies, by other groups. That's okay. So this is how we're involved, is the machine connects to the mining farms, and the mining farm, the miners, they do the work, and the machine processes the information. And we all get paid a little bit as a result. We get paid by the Bitcoin that is created in addition to the amount that the miners were doing before. That additional amount that's what we share back, okay? And we, that Bitcoin, the only way, again, you can get it out is by being connected to the mining operation. There are two mining operations that we're connected to. One is in Texas, and the other one is in Ethiopia. And we've got some data centers in Cambodia. Now, let me show you what's the most important thing about our company. The most important thing is the MSB license. MSB stands for Money Services Business. Okay, so a money services business has to, any business that deals with money that wants to be legal in the United States has to get this license. Any banker would know about this. Like it's just a standard. It is issued by the agency called Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, Department of Treasury. Okay, this is the agency in the United States that is the watchdog, and they police and they make sure, because what they're trying to do is protect against scams. They're trying to protect against people that are doing ungood things. Okay, that Ponzi schemes, for example, or money laundering. Okay, and so that's what this watchdog does. Is you have to prove a little bit about your situation so that you can prove you're not doing a Ponzi scheme, and you can prove that you're not doing money laundering, and they can issue a license. We received our license back in April. Okay, so this is the one document that is from a real agency. You can click on the QR code, bloop, and you can read here's our license number. It's 31000-270-260-594. Okay. Now there are other documents out there that people are showing and stuff like that. Those documents are fake because they don't come from real agencies. And so don't worry about any of those documents. Also, when you read something, look at the header. For example, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, Department of the Treasury. When you see a document, read, where does it come from? What jurisdiction do they have? Are they a real company that has real jurisdiction? Yes, they have jurisdiction over us, and that's why we have a license with them. Okay, so that's really important. Well, let me show you a picture of the back office. Okay, our office is located in Kuala Lumpur, and we have you can go visit the office right now anytime you want. Actually, you can go visit the offices anytime. They're open from Monday to Saturday. And if you come by the office, feel free to do so. Ask questions, talk to people, take a tour. If you have an appointment, first of all, then you'll have a better, they'll give you the white glove experience. And you'll have to have an appointment to get into the server room. Okay.
Hello family, Jan Gregory here at the Bit Booster Server Farm. We are here with Mr. Ronnie, the CMO.
Welcome, Jane.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, welcome.
The server farm is located in this room right here. On the screens, we've got transactional data flying. All of the bit boosters are operating here. Each screen represents 20 bit boosters in a unit. We've got the mining farm address IP that we're plugged into and we're helping and servicing. And we've also got all of the transactional data here, and we've got a number of terahash and difficulty showing up here. Now the room is under high security and only one man in the world has the magic finger. Who's that?
Yes, me.
Chop, chop, chop. Oh. There we go. Let's get in here.
Okay, shall we go?
Excited.
Welcome to Bitharvest server room. Come on.
Wow, look at this place. It's like a candy store. I love it. Amazing. So those TVs are basically displaying what these TVs are doing.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and these are all the boosters, 20 units in each one of these boxes.
Yes, right.
And we got an upper and we got a lower down here, and they're all plugged into the servers, and they're all servicing our mining farm partner, correct?
Yeah, right.
So I've got a booster plugged in here somewhere, Mr. Ronnie, and where is that one? Where's mine?
Your one, the booster number is
001.
001. Yeah, your booster is here. Come on.
Okay, there it is.
Yes. So,
All right, so we're now active.
now your booster is active situation. The status is active. Now we plug off the booster.
Yeah, let's unplug it.
Yeah, you will see.
And we see that we're now deactive.
Deactive. And
So this is live. And there's my serial number on the bottom, 001. And you
Yes.
can see the 001 serial number on the bottom there too of the
Yes.
device. So every device has a matching serial number to the back office, and they're directly correlated with one another. Awesome.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
now we're going to plug that guy back in.
Yeah. Shall we? 1, 2, 3.
Plug it in.
Yes.
And there we are. Boom, back up. And we'll get 70 terahash rate in a second here on the device.
Yes, you just refresh.
Refresh.
You will see it run. You want to detect.
Nice.
A few minutes.
Yeah, it takes a few minutes for it to pull up. There it is,
Yes.
70 terahash, just like that. So there you have it, folks. The disbelievers out there, the people that don't want to believe that we have a server farm, that we have a device, that we're actually enhancing the Bitcoin mining situation. For all yous out there that believe, however, and are following and want to be part of this, you leaders, you networkers, and all you passive income earners, get with us. Get with Bitharvest.
Yes,
We've got a
well.
solid situation here. You guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, you
amazing.
also do. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you,
Good.
Ronnie. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. You guys, get
Yes.
in touch.
Let me tell you something cool about the business. We've got the reason why by having an MSP license, it's allowed us to have connection with Visa.
Hello, family. Jan Gregory here from Bitharvest, global distributor. I've got such exciting news to share with you today. Our Bitharvest Visa cards have arrived to headquarters. It's exciting times. I want to show you guys what this looked like. Watch this. You pull this out and look at that. Look at that, family. We've got the Visa card. You can activate it now as soon as you receive it. This is a Visa commercial. Look at that, Visa commercial. You can tap it, you've got the PIN, you can load it with USDT like a boss, and then you can say hello to your Bitharvest card. No hidden fees, confidential transactions, and no spending limit. You have made the right choice. Look at this. Welcome to Bitharvest. Welcome to empowering all of our community. Welcome to the future of making Bitcoin every single day like a boss with our glorious Bit Booster product. I want to thank you all, and let's keep working hard and achieve more.
So this is kind of important because no scam company would have access to be able to create Visa accounts with Visa, and because Visa's a legitimate company, they want to be in business. And they want to be in business with good companies, okay? So this is something brand new that we've just got access to. The Visa card just came out just a couple of days ago, and you can go onto your accounts and you can create up your link and you can buy your own Visa card and then fund it, okay? So my point is that without the MSB license, there's no way we could have a Visa card. And in a year, we're also going to be posting our on NASDAQ. Okay, this requires a lot of financial acumen, a lot of investigation, a lot of working together so that we could then prove money in, money out. This is legit. This is where it's coming from. This is what's going on to be able to be listed on NASDAQ. But let me go back to the Visa card, and I'll show you our CEO, and he is out shopping. Hello, Bitharvest community family. Greetings, everyone. This is a bottle of liquor. Today, I've come shopping with our CEO. But unfortunately, I don't have any Taiwanese dollars. I only have Malay dollars. What should I do? Don't worry. What do I have? I have a Bitharvest Visa card. As long as you have this card, it works anywhere, anytime.
台币比较划算。可以了吗？
Thank you. This is your liquor. Have a great trip. Goodbye. So, dear family, as long as I have this card in hand, you can make purchases anywhere. And it's all from the earnings you receive through Bitharvest. You don't need to convert your earnings to cash to spend, just load them into this card. And whether you're buying liquor, perfume, or anything else anywhere, you can elevate your quality of life. So, dear family, now is the time to apply for your Bitharvest Visa card.
Hi, my Bitharvest family. Me and Ronnie are shopping right now, and I look at this perfume that smells good. Can you guess what payment will I be using? Introducing the Bitharvest Visa card.
Okay. So we've talked a little bit about the Visa card. I just want to show you a little screenshot here and explain how the booster works. Okay, so the booster creates Bitcoin for us by way of being connected to the mining farm. Okay, and so every day it generates about $3 to $10 a day worth of Bitcoin for us as a result. Okay, and you can take those funds and you can withdraw them anytime you want. Not a problem. You can the minimum withdrawal of Bitcoin is 0.001 Bitcoins, and the minimum withdrawal of USDT is $10. So, for example, you have to have $13 in the account to then withdraw 10 because there's a $3 fee. So let's compare running a Bit boosters as opposed to any other thing. For example, as opposed to owning Bitcoin, which is really important, or comparing it as a business. Okay, so we'll do that in a second as well after this screen. So first of all, let's compare running boosters compared to Bitcoin. So a few months ago, when Bitcoin was $70,000, Bitcoin was $70,000. So for example, you could have taken your one Bitcoin and bought 70 boosters with it. Okay, because one booster is worth $1,000, and like I said, it generates between $3 and $10 a day worth of income. And so that means over 6 to 10 months, it then has compounded itself and doubled. Okay, but in this example, you take your boosters and they work for you. Now the booster itself has a 5-year warranty on it, and so if there's something happens during that 5 years, the booster, they just simply swap it out and away you go, and you probably won't even know that there's a problem. So, but let's compare it to having Bitcoin. If you had Bitcoin during this time and you just sat there, well, next year it's very probable that the value of Bitcoin has gone up, but it hasn't generated anything more for you. You still have the same one Bitcoin, okay? Whereas if you took that Bitcoin and you bought 70 boosters, you would have 70 boosters working for you, and they then generated for you 1.823 Bitcoins approximately that year. The next year, if you don't compound, but I would encourage you to, you would still have 70 boosters working for you, and they would generate for you another 1.823 Bitcoins. And the year after that, you'd still have 70 boosters, and it would generate for you another 1.823 Bitcoins. Okay, so this is an engine that's creating wealth for you. It's creating passive income because I bought it the one time and it now works for me. Okay, it works for me for practically forever. Okay. And so, but in this example, I would take some of my earnings and buy more boosters. And so now it's not only growing itself, making me Bitcoin, but it's growing itself, making more of itself. It's like you've got a cell that's duplicating itself. And so it's in the process of duplicating itself, and it spits out money for you at the same time.
So a couple quick comparisons. And again, you can use any comparison you want in the fields we're talking about, or fields we didn't think about. But we're going old school, the things that's been around for a while versus the new way. I'm going to take the beating because I'm going to go old school. Walter is like, hey, I'm keeping up what's really happening around me, and I'm using the old school stuff. I'm just going to stay old school. I don't believe this new school stuff. Let's see how this works out. I'm going with the 100,000 by one property. Walter?
Well, I'll take my $100,000 and I'll buy I'll buy my boosters, 100 boosters, and they will just work for me making Bitcoin.
So I'm going to get paid in the dollar that only goes in one direction and buying power down. You're going to get paid in the new way, Bitcoin. And this is about where this comparison is going to end for anyone who has not seen this part yet. Here we go. Something goes wrong. I now have to go fix up the house. There's more cost involved. I have to advertise, more cost involved. This could take weeks, months, or years. I mean, I'm carrying the cost and all the other stuff that can go along with it. Not guaranteed, but it can. And then if I do find a tenant, if I didn't sell it and I found a tenant, and I have to manage the tenants, hope they don't tear up the property. I got to hope the storms don't rip up the property. I got to hope all these different things. Notice there's nothing happened to Walter. Well, let's find out what Walter's been doing since I've been over here working.
Well, my boosters have just been working for me. Like I said, one time purchase, and it makes me about $400 a day in Bitcoin.
Notice the difference. I'm hopefully going to get paid eventually in a currency going down. Walter's being paid 48 hours from the time he buys the device. The device is, in this case, 48 hours later, his 100 machines turn on and start paying him every single day while I'm still hustling, grinding, working, not making any income, potentially. All right. Now, monthly, my $100,000, I got it sold, or rented out, and income's coming in estimated about $500. Could be higher, could be lower, but that's an estimate. Walter, what's your monthly looking like?
Well, my monthly estimation looks like about $12,000 in Bitcoin passive.
So the one holding value going up, going on sale, going up, and all that. Mine just goes down. I'm getting about 500, rough estimate on the same amount. Okay, let's see if this changes for me. How about the yearly? Well, about $6,000. I mean, it could be more, it could be less. Somewhere in there, I'm just estimating what $100,000 in a property could generate for me. What about your estimate?
Let's see. My estimate about $144,000 a year in Bitcoin passively. Done the work the one time.
I'm not a rocket scientist, but I think 144,000 six figures is a little bit more than 6,000 four figures. Just a close estimation, I'm assuming. Now, what happens, Walter? Because before I put that there, you are not out sharing this, promoting it all over the internet, trying to get your friends and family, anybody that'll listen, printing T-shirts, hats, mugs. You're just enjoying the boosters. You may do that, you may not, but you haven't done any of that. These are the estimates from the machines passively. What happens if you do decide to share it?
That is pure gravy on top. Like there's no requirement to share it, but it certainly makes me a lot of nicer income.
So if you want to share it, it's completely optional. You do not have to tell anybody. You literally can do this yourself if you so choose. All right, let's go to the business market. Now think any business, Starbucks, McDonald's, mom and pop, whatever you want to name, or the business you have, put that in there. A lot of planning, loans, a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. I have a business as well, so I know. Walter's going to go get more boosters. Let's use 50,000 this time. He's going to use 50,000. That's where the comparison ends. Let's see how this goes, because you can open a business later. The business industry has been here, is going to be here. The housing market, whatever we can think of, that stuff is going to be here. But there's a new way, a better way, my opinion, not financial advice, to grow in the financial sector. So here we go. Already, here we go. I got more cost, product. Then I got to deal with employees. I got lots going on. but I have to put out more. Walter, what are you doing?
I, after I bought those boosters, sit back and do nothing. And it simply burns me $200 a day in Bitcoin that it earns me.
So you're estimating making about $200 a day, 48 hours after the machines turn on every day. You're not doing anything. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go, okay, third month, next month, 12 months, doesn't matter. I start making income, $2,000 a month. Well, 1,000 goes to the cost of the business. So I'm actually bringing in an estimated $1,000. The problem is it's still in dollars. It's going in the wrong direction. Well, Walter, what are you doing?
Well, my monthly estimation is about $6,000 in Bitcoin.
This is, yeah. All right. Yearly income. My estimated, again, at least it's coming in because most businesses do not make income the first year, 2, 3. It takes a while. But hey, mine is so good. It's working. I got an income started up. I'm making 12 grand a year. Estimated. Unfortunately, they're paying me in dollars. Walter, what you doing about a year from now?
It is paying me in Bitcoin about $72,000 a year.
And yeah, I think if my math is right, 72 is a little bit bigger than 12.
Just
What happens if you share it again?
Well, if I share, that's simply in addition to it. It's great. It's gravy on the cake. It's icing on the pudding.
It's like a win-win. Again, not a guarantee, but we all can attest. Maybe we will later in the call. Stay tuned, new people. We got something for you. Retirement. Pick whatever value. It doesn't matter if you're into stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, whatever is out there. You can think of IRAs, Roth, the whole shebang. Think of whatever retirement you want. I'm going to pick on the 401k. This is hypothetical because the company's months old, started in January. Actually, March. It's almost a year now. Wow, time's flying. So we're going to go 10 years down the road. Every year, I would take out 10,000 a year to deposit into my 401k, let's say. And I'm hoping, estimate, I can get about 10% return or 10% coming back. I hate that word. Plus, what is that, financial term? So I'm trying not to use that word. We're looking to get back 10%. How about that? Walter, what's going on with you?
Well, my boosters are working for me. I'm happy, and I'm making about 80% a year on the boosters.
So your estimate is 8 times my estimate, and you're paid in Bitcoin. I'm paid in dollars. I hope everybody's seeing these examples. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next thing. Let's say I broke that down monthly. Say my income is a monthly estimated return in dollars, $83 roughly per month. Walter, what you looking like?
Well, I'm making a monthly estimation about $667 in Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's definitely a higher number than what I'm expecting. Mine's is guaranteed going in the wrong direction because it's currency, the dollar, pound, yen, euro, shekel, peso. It doesn't matter what you name. They're all fiat. They're all going in only one direction. Okay, yearly income. So after a year, I make 1,000 back estimated. What about your yearly?
Yearly is estimated $8,000 in Bitcoin, and it's pure passive.
10 years, a decade from now,
Yeah.
I get back my 10 grand. I made 10 grand. A decade from now, no matter what number you plug in there, 20,000, 80,000 a year, 500 a year, whatever number you plug in, at 10%, that's an estimated 10 years just to get it back, basically. Walter, what you looking like in
Well,
10
for
years?
me to get it back, since you used those words, it actually took me about 6 to 8 months to get it back. Meanwhile, after that, pounded it out, making another $80,000.
So wait a minute. I waited 10 years to get mine back, hopefully, based on the markets and all that up and down, up and down, up and down. You have Bitcoin that goes up and down and goes higher. You're looking at the boosters paying themselves off in less than a year. I don't care. Pick any number you want. If you go and share it, it's going to go faster. If Bitcoin shoots up, it's going to go faster. If you decide to tell nobody at all and only do this yourself, it's going to take longer. But we're not talking about years, we're talking about months. But if you are telling people about it, you're also rolling it back in, what's being made, put it in to make more. All of that, it's going to go even faster. My personal testimony took 3 months for us to get back everything, all the boosters made in just 3 months because we decided to share it. If we didn't share it, by my calculations, it probably would have took us the way Bitcoin jumped from August to now. It probably would have took 6 months, 7 months. So from August, probably next month or the month after, I still would have gotten back everything just on my estimation. That's the power of this. Now, if you do share it, Walter, which you do not have to, we've established that. What happens again?
Oh, if I do share it, that's like, the floodgates open.
Now, Walter, I've shared it. I'm sure others are sharing it. I'm sure some people are rolling it back in. Some are taking some out, rolling it all over for a period of time. People are doing different things. So I'm sure I'm not the only one. You've shared this since you started. Is it taking more than a year to get back whatever you put in when you started?
No, not even close. Within a couple of months, I had made back everything that I had earned, and I am making back, daily now what I initially put in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can end with that. Back to you, Uncle Walter.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, I appreciate you sharing. Let's go into profit sharing. Yeah, so I know I talked about it, but I didn't show you the screen. So I'm going to show you the screen at this point. So this is the profit sharing. 60% of the Bitcoin that's created goes back to the mining operation, which includes the miners. Okay. 35% of the Bitcoin that is created goes to the marketing aspect of it, and 10% goes out back to the parent company, Bitharvest. Now I'm perfectly okay with all of these numbers because they want to make money too. And so, but they also have to pay their staff. They have to pay the great accounting team that they've got. They have to pay the great IT team that they've got, and they've got to keep the lights on, and they've got things powered up, and they have to have good internet connection, okay, and office space. So all of these things pays for the company, and those are great things. From my perspective, having those boosters housed over there is great. There's no hassle for me, okay, because I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. I don't have to deal with shipping. I don't have to deal with anything. Yeah.
So in other words, for those who don't know, this company is so awesome. They actually took a pay cut. How many times you been in a company where they take a pay cut? So the company now makes 5%. Those that decide to, again, optional, you do not have to go share this with anybody. We cannot say that enough. You do not have to share this with anybody. But if you do, there's 35% of what's being generated for those kind of people. And for everyone who just gets a machine. And the company that's producing that's growing for us, we actually share in the 60%. Just because you have a machine. So that's super powerful. I thought I'd clear that up just in case anybody did not know how powerful this company really is.
I appreciate your inputs because this is the best company you guys will ever find. Like, these guys are on par. Like, look at this. On May, they did a convention, okay? And they were brand spanking new company. Went to the expo in Dubai, and they won an award on the spot for the best service provider, and they received that award as recognition from their own peers. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And they won another award since then. This company has like conventions all over the place. There's a convention going on right now in Thailand, and like this is really hot stuff. Okay. You guys need to hop on, because not only are you losing money if you don't take action, you're losing money because the dollar is going down. And so you're losing money that way. Okay. Like I said, many awards, lots of different stuff where you can go onto the YouTube and view Bitharvest on YouTube and stuff. Be careful viewing scammer stuff, because they're making their money as a result of riding our tail. And they're not contributing to anything. So be careful with scammers. Anybody that says bad information about Bitharvest has no idea what they're talking about. So we're in every country in the world. Not every country in the world. We're in many countries all over the world. And we are growing crazy. Like Jan was saying, he's got over 10,000 boosters in his team alone now. And of which, by the way, there's only 500,000 boosters available for sale. Okay. This is the one of the mining farms is in Texas, and the other was in Ethiopia, like I said. Okay. Lots of social stuff going on. Like we're all over, and it's super great company to work with. Lots of stuff. Okay. This is our CEO, Logan Lee, and he's out of Singapore. I showed him earlier in a little video, and so that was him. This is Lenny Herlin. He developed the software for this product, and he had it running in his lab for over 2 years before they got in contact with each other. Okay. All right. And this is Dr. Datok. And this is, so he's joined us, and there's lots of new things coming onto the fray. Like there's some, a wallet that's being created right now. And we're going to be doing, we've got a coin that is part of the system, and that coin is going to be part of the they're going to create a blockchain out of it, and it'll be traded in the future on Binance and other places as well. So we've got opportunities to not only make Bitcoin, but we've got opportunities to make other money as well with regards to producing funds this way. And so this is super great. This is the screen he's talking about with a 60-35 450, and I'll take a screenshot of this and do it later and add that to my regular presentation. Okay. Just a couple of talks about the coin that we're dealing with. Marketing plan. Okay, so we've kind of stressed that this is not a requirement that you talk to people. It's simply a nicety. And for those of you that are hearing this video or were invited to the call, you were invited here because someone cares about you, because they want you to have a good experience as well. The fact that we can all make money together is a super bonus. Okay. So this is the marketing plan. We're all customers. There's three types of people that are part of the business. We're customers, and we're all customers. And then there's a few people like me and you who talk to just a few people. Okay. And that's super great. And then there's people. And so what happens is there's no attrition in this business, because the machine is making you money every month. And so as a result of the machine making you money, other problems in other businesses that I've come across where you have to have an output of money every single month, output. I'm always pushing out money and I am not making any money. Well, that's why people quit, is because they're dishing out money and they're not receiving money. Okay. So this is one of the reasons why this is a perfect system, is you're receiving money even if you do not talk to a team. Okay. So it brings me to the second level. The third type of person is there are people that like to talk to lots of people and build a team and build a network, and that's perfectly acceptable. Because there's no attrition, you will eventually get there too. Even if you're just an average person like me and you want to talk to a few people, even though you're just an average person, you will eventually go up the ranks as a result of people talk to people, because they're having such a great experience. Many people I spoke to, they go, well, I'm not going to talk to anyone. Okay, that's okay. You don't have to. And then you know what happens is they start making money, and they go, hey, friend, I'm making money. And they start talking with them. Hey, friend, I'm making money. And all of a sudden, you've got a team that's now growing for you. And it's super great. So as you move, congratulations, Wendell. You went to second star. That is super cool. That is so exciting. And so what Wendell did to get to second star, just an average person. First star, to get to 1 star, you have to have 1 booster of yourself, and you have to have 15 boosters on your entire team, of which 3 have to be personal to you. Okay. So your friends, there has to be at least somebody of your friends that has 3 boosters. Of their friends, you have to have 15 in total on the entire team. But by the way, you could achieve this by simply having 1 person buy 15 boosters. That qualifies as well. Or you could have 15 people buy 1 booster. That qualifies as well. Okay. And you earn 6% at that point. To get to second star, and this is what Wendell just did. Awesome job, buddy. He had to have 3 of his own boosters, which he does, and he has to have 90 boosters on his team, which he does, and he has to have 2 people on his team that are 1 star each. And now he's up to 2 star. And by the way, as a result of getting to 2 star, he earns some swag from the promotion that Jan is doing, which I'm going to show at this point now, because I may as well pull it up because this is a good place to be.
Thanks to the team. I see a few of our leaders are on here. FMBs, thank you guys for doing that. I think you all know what that means. The wealthier I become, the wealthier those around me becomes just something I practice. So in addition to the swag, we also get that 1,000, in case anybody forgot, that 1,000 USDT sent to the register wallet. Well, that's not all for Wendell, because Wendell didn't build his team by himself, now did he? So yeah, when I get back from our trip, get ready. As soon as they drop it in the account and I'm back on land, we're going to spin the wheel. It's going to be spread around. Let's go, team. Teamwork make the dream work.
It does. It is super simple. Like, this truly is the best business ever, because you get to meet great people. Like, Wendell and I are not on the same team, but we're all working together because we can all help. So when you achieve 1 star, you get a polo t-shirt, a baseball cap, a hoodie jacket, and a backpack. You get these things here, okay? To get to second star, which Wendell just did, he gets all of these things in the back here, and he also gets so anybody that achieves a new rank on our team here this month, you get these rewards. And you also, the other promotion that's going on is with corporate, and you get to have your name in a raffle, and there's all sorts of cool rewards that you get that way as well, because you get to meet great people. Like, Wendell and I are not on the same team, but we're all working together because we can all help. So when you achieve 1 star, you get a polo t-shirt, a baseball cap, a hoodie jacket, and a backpack. You get these things here, okay? To get to second star, which Wendell just did, he gets all of these things in the back here, and he also gets 2,000 US dollars in his registry wallet. That's
no, we went up one.
I went up one.
That's my goal. That's my goal for the rest of the month. If we can pull that off, that's going to be fantastic. That just means $2,000 to share with the team. Let's go.
Yeah, that's true. And so pull that off. So anybody that achieves a new rank on our team here this month, you get these rewards. And you also, the other promotion that's going on is with corporate, and you get to have your name in a raffle, and there's all sorts of cool rewards that you get that way as well. Okay, so I'm just going to close out of that, continue on down here, and I'm almost done with that. I can't think of anything else that we want to do. Oh, wallet description. That's kind of useful information. You can deposit anytime you want or withdraw anytime you want into your USDT wallet. The 3 flavors are USDT TRC20, so on the Tron network, ERC20 on the Ethereum network, and BEP20 on the Binance blockchain. Okay, so those are the three coins that those 3 flavors. You can deposit any amount over $10. Okay, so if you want to send some of one, some another, some another, go ahead. Perfectly fine. And the minimum withdrawal is $10. So again, you have to have $13 in the account because there's a $3 withdrawal free. In the purchase wallet, so you have to move 90% of your purchase price into the purchase wallet or into one of these other 2 wallets, so that you can purchase your booster. 10% must stay in the USDT wallet. Okay, and so you made your deposit, you sent whatever the funds were. Let's, as an example, you buy a share. Okay, so that's $100. Deposited $100, you moved 90%, so $90 into the purchase wallet, and then you went and bought a share with that. Okay, because 10% here, 90% there. And the only thing you can do with the purchase wallet is buy a shared booster, buy boosters. That's all it's for. Okay. The next wallet is your Bitcoin wallet. This is the best wallet in the world, because this is, so day one, you buy your booster. You have to create an account first. So talk to the friend that gave you this video, or you're invited you here. Talk to them. Get the link, sign up, go create your account today. It's free. And prepare to purchase at least a shared booster. You know, like get going, because you're losing you're losing daylight. You can make money here. You're losing daylight. So get going. Get your stuff funded. So day one, you make your purchase. Day two, it appears in the back office and lists. Okay, you'll receive an email when they, because an IT guy has to walk over to the inventory, pull out the device, mark it down on your computer, saying, oh yeah, this is logged to this account, plunk into the server room. Once it goes into the server room, poof, you get the email saying this device has been connected to the network. During this time tomorrow, so next day, the device would then list as active, and then on day 3, from then on, you would receive Bitcoin that you can deposit.
Just look at the chat. I mean, this is one of the best examples of why this is a good idea in our opinion. Again, this is not financial advice. We're literally being paid every single day in a currency, in my opinion, that never goes down. Go look at the 15-year chart. All it does is go on sale and go higher. Sale, go higher. Sale, go higher. Those little dips, no matter how big they are always so far recovered by a much bigger number. To me, trend is the friend. That arrow is going up. And in my opinion, it's going to be going a lot higher than this today. Even at 9, every time I say this, my brain is like shaking around in my head. I'm not even moving. Bitcoin is up 9 trillion% in 15 years. There's no company, no opportunity, no business strategy you have or I have or the government. There's nothing on earth, strangely enough, including God's money, gold and silver. Nothing on the planet, but because we have that mind, that creative mind, nothing on earth is up any trillions. I mean, some are up millions, tens of thousands, hundreds. Nothing on the planet is up trillions of percents. One thing, just our opinion. Back to you, Walter.
Your question, and let me show you on the back office right now how to do what you just asked. Make sure when you guys log in that you do case sensitive, because it's case sensitive. Okay, so his question is how do you move funds and buy a booster? So let me show you. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to deposit. So you can click on deposit here, or you can go into wallet and you can click on deposit there, or you can click on USDT wallet and you can click on deposit there. All three go to the same place. Now, the coins that you can send are 3 different flavors. You can send USDT on the Binance blockchain, or you can send USDT on the Ethereum blockchain, so ERC20, or you can send USDT on the Tron blockchain, TRC20. Now, if you happen to send the wrong one, that's okay. Just contact technical, tell them, hey, I sent TRX, I sent Tron instead of USDT. They'll send it back to you. They'll ask you for a wallet address. They'll send it back to you. Again, nobody's trying to scam anyone. And so they'll send it back, and then you can convert it and send it back. So send one of those 3 flavors. In this example, you'll get a QR code, okay? And then you can click copy, and then away you go. Okay, so it'll arrive in your back office. Wait until your wallet says it's sent before bother looking. Just give it some time. Give it a wait. It'll arrive. Once it arrives, you will need to convert 90% of it into the purchase wallet. Now, if it's in this example, so let's say you have $100. So what's 90% of $100? $90. If you buy a full booster, that's $900. If you buy 10 full boosters, it's $9,000. As an example, okay? It's 90%. Just move the decimal over, leave the 10% and go, okay? So 90% goes into the purchase wallet. You'll hit continue, and you'll have to supply your password, your security password, and then it'll transfer over. And so once it's transferred over, you'll have 90% will appear here. So sorry, 10% will appear in the USDT wallet, and 90% will be in the purchase wallet. For those of you that just won prize of $27, you'll only need to deposit $73, migrate, convert $63, because the $27 will appear here. So once you've done that, then you click on package. Now, here in the back office under package, there is this right here, what can be gained. This shows you the average of how much the earnings are that you can make between this amount and that amount of Bitcoin, which equates to between $3 and $10 a day for one booster, okay? Or you can take the guesstimated monthly amount, 6.66, divide 72 divided by 6.66 gives you about 10, okay? Whereas 72 divided by 19.99 gives you about 3, gives you a 4. Okay, so that gives you the average of what it is. So that's why we say 6 to 7 months, 6 to 10, 8 months. Okay. Now, to purchase the booster, you can either leave it on purchase booster or you can click on shared. Doesn't matter which one. Just click buy now. And if you made a mistake, feel free to change it. Okay. If you are choosing to buy a booster, you can go on number of quantities of boosters that you want. Not a problem. The number will appear here. If you choose to do shared, that'll mean you're buying 6 shared in this example. If I buy 16 shared, for an example, that means I'm buying 1 booster plus 6 shared. And what'll happen is on your invoices, it'll come up as 1 booster and 6 shares, okay? So in this example of 1 shared, it shows $90 in the USDT wallet and $10 worth of BTH. And the BTH will come from the USDT wallet. You've previously set up the containers here, so they all have what you want. And you'd go $90 there, and then you'd go. Or if you're buying, if you are one of the winners, you'd have $63 there and $27 here. And then you'd slide down, you'd choose USDT wallet, there'll be $10 there, okay? And you click on I agree, click purchase now, and then click confirm, and then you get a flash saying you've got your purchased. Now, what happens is you will not see immediately that it'll show here that you've got an inactive booster. What you do is to confirm that it went through, just go back to your account, go look at, for example, if you had funds in the purchase container, go look there, and you'll see, oh, you just purchased a booster here on that last day, okay? And so it went through. So that way you can know that you bought a shared booster or you bought however number of boosters you wanted. You can simply look at the wallet and it'll show you that it was withdrawn from there. You can look at each one of those wallets, okay? So day 1, you purchase the booster. Around midnight, Kuala Lumpur time, the system will power cycle and then it'll list as active, okay? So for most of us here in the West, if you buy a booster today, before we go to bed, it will show here in disabled. Tomorrow, around noon, our time here in the West, it will then flip from disabled to active. And then on day 3 and thereafter, you would then receive remuneration in the Bitcoin wallet, okay? Now, talking about the booster here is on this page here, this shows what the status is. It shows the number of Bitcoins that you've earned up until then. And this is where the invoice is for your device. If you click on the invoice, you have to click on this file to download it yourself. And then you can take that if you're in a place where you can get a tax write-off. You need to go talk to your tax consultant. Please do take this file with you and you can work with them. On this file, you've got 5-year warranty on there as well. Okay. So that's important. Let me go back to here and show you some information on the Bitcoin wallet. So on day 3, you would then start to get remuneration from the Bitcoin. Okay. So on day 3, let's just go down to the bottom and I'll show you my day 1. Okay. So on day 1, mining rewards, I had 1 shared booster because I was testing. Okay. And the amount of Bitcoin I received on that day was 0.000005881297. That's how much Bitcoin I received on that day. This number never changes. That's the amount of Bitcoin I received. But the value of it does change. On that day, it was only 30 cents. I've seen it up to almost $1. Okay. So right now it's sitting around 54 cents. And so that's just a number to show us how much it's worth. But the amount I received doesn't change. But the amount I do receive on a daily basis does change because there's 3 factors that can cause the fluctuation in how much you get paid. The price of the Bitcoin will be one factor. And if Bitcoin is more expensive, you will like the commission, the fee for transferring Bitcoin is more expensive. And so the fee is higher. As a result, you get paid a little bit more. So one factor, the price of Bitcoin. Factor number two is the number of jobs going on at the time. And number three is the number of jobs that we actually pick up. So those three factors cause us the amount to go up and down. So for example, 54 cents one day, 63 cents another day, 81 cents another day, 73 cents, 50 cents. It fluctuates. It goes up and down. So let's just compare that to today, because I've got 6.5 boosters. I don't know, 6 point something boosters, 6.6 boosters. Okay. So today, as an example, just for my own boosters, okay, my own boosters producing about $20 a day. Nice. $20. It fluctuates. $21 the other day, $22 another day, $20. Okay. So it fluctuates around. And again, this number is the amount I received on that day. Doesn't change. And just since we're talking about what the ranking income is those people that are on my team. And so I'm getting $50 a day just because there's people that are on my team that their boosters are working well. $52 the other day, $50. Okay. So this is all, it comes into your account every day. Passive income, passive income. Okay. Since I'm showing back office, let's go to something that you guys need to deal with as soon as you create your account. Number one, come in here and go to account and then add your withdrawal addresses. You want to add your withdrawal addresses as soon as you can, because if you create your account and add your withdrawal addresses and then time passes and then you start to withdraw, no one is ever going to question because there's been no recent change. But if you create your account and you let it sit for a long time and then you make a change and then the very next day try to make a withdrawal, well, technical support is going to go, did you make this change? And so they'll send you an email saying, did you make this change? Because they'll be concerned that your account was hacked. And that's all they want, is they want you to be safe. Okay. So some things about your passwords. Passwords, when you create your account, these two passwords are the same. If you choose to change one of them, you can. This is the login password. The one says just change password. This security password is for anything to do with money. And so if you choose to change your password, you can change them independently. One will be for logging in for the account, and the other will be anything to do with money. And another way to keep your account safer is by having two-factor authentication through your Google Authenticators, 2FA. And so that sends a little numerical code at the same time. Okay. So that's something important on your account. Get that done, PDQ. Okay. Another thing that's kind of important, you can go in here and may as well upload your KYC stuff. That way, when it comes time that you want to start to withdraw, go ahead. You want to be able to make withdrawals. You want to generate an engine so that it makes money for you. That's your primary focus, getting that engine working for you. And then once the engine's working for you, if it's now time to take off a little bit of money, great. It's okay. The minimum withdrawal is $10 in USDT. The minimum withdrawal on Bitcoin is 0.001. Okay. There's also this stuff here in the back office that's really useful information. These 5 entries here are the same as the bottom row. And click on About Us. You'll learn all sorts of stuff. You can click on here and there's interviews that they've done with Binance and lots of other places. There's a referral link. Your referral tree shows your team. Announcements are very useful. Get in here, read the announcements, make sure you read them all the time. Okay. And the referral then shows what your office does itself. Okay. And community also gives more list of information. All right. So that's a little bit about the back office. So I've concluded. We've come to the end of the presentation, shown you all the benefits of being part of the company. You guys need to take action. Is there anybody on the call that would like to make some comments, talk about their experience, or ask some questions? Ray, I'd like to hear what you have to say.
I mean, I was just thinking this morning, I was talking to a prospect, and the only objection that I got was, it's too good to be true. And and when I stopped and analyzed that, and people, they were really interested, and they still are really interested, and they're going to sign up. But when they said that, I went, wow, you know, I've heard it before in some of the investment schemes, but they are too good to be true. And in fact, they're mostly scams. But when, when this person said that to me, I had to laugh because it's true. It is too good to be true. So it was kind of a different twist when you're trying to explain it to somebody and they come back with, it's really too good to be true. And I go, you're right, it is. So that's my little piece for today. But yeah, that's all I want to say.
It's kind of an interesting point because when your perspective is that your experience is your money is getting harder to, and you're just going down and you're not making enough money and you're not enough funds, like you don't see how big the universe is. You don't see how many stars there are in the sky, and we can reach up and pull one down, and it becomes a spark in our life. And this is the spark in our life. This is the real thing.
What's cool about the program, in my opinion, is the fact that it's going to take a period of time for you to recoup the purchase price of the booster.
Yep.
But and once that's done, then your return is 100%.
Yep.
You know, you have no more expense. So I'm pretty much I've been involved in a lot of things, and I'm pretty much sold on this one.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you and FMB for doing these calls and helping us out, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming to the call. And I think that is super great because, like you said, yes, there is an at-risk time frame, 6 to 8 months, maybe 10 months. There is an at-risk time frame, and after that, your risk is zero. Now, here's what I did during the time frame: is I would take some of my funds. Actually, that's not true. I was taking the majority of my funds, like 90% of it, 95% of it, and I would buy another shared booster, and then I'd take out $10 or $20. Buy another shared booster, take out $10. Buy another shared booster, take out $10. And so I was paying myself a little bit along the way, and the majority of it goes into the compounding of the account. And so long before I, 6 months was up, I had paid all of what I'd done, and I'd received all of what I'd done. And so I've grown both my account and my personal account at the same time. Okay. And so this is how I mitigated my risk, because the risk was how much I put in. The risk isn't what is growing. It just simply makes it grow faster. Does that make sense?
I live down in Huntington Beach, California, and about 20 miles from the fire zone. And it just hit me. There's a couple of people doing a great job up there. I wanted to reward them somehow. And I thought about, instead of giving money or something, I'm going to actually give them a partial bit booster. So if you have something in your life, somebody in your life you care about, or that's done something special for you, get them a start, even if they don't know what it is. Because then I can drip on and say, hey, now here's what you might want to do that additionally. So $100 spent there is worth anywhere from 500 to a few thousand, depending upon what that turns out in their future. And it gives an opening for me to talk to them about that. And the second thing I've done for all my grandkids, if you're as old as me, when I was a kid, I used to get savings bonds. I don't know what the heck that was. It's supposed to be worth something. And it was worth $20, and it was worth $21 when I was 20 years later. We give them one of these for $100, and that could be worth a ton. Again, giving you opportunity to take care of people in the future and yourself. So just some options, a way of looking at what you can do with this. And I look at every purchase I make now. Well, what should I buy this, or could I put that into a partial or bit booster? Like, I'm taking back my second computer because I don't need a third computer. I can turn that into a bit booster and turn that into thousands of dollars. So once you really understand what they do here, if you understand first Bitcoin and its value, and you see how this is going to grow, no matter what level it's at, even if it goes down a little bit, you're still getting a hell of a value, as you guys pointed out, well beyond 100% after a while. It gives you not future generate, it's going to give you pretty soon wealth, in my opinion. Anyway, a way to look at what we've got here. Thanks.
Thank you, Mike. That was, I appreciate your comments. Those are really good thoughts. Guys, you guys need to go back and listen to what he said. It's very good advice. I really like that advice. Next up is Mike.
I've been waiting for this. Hold on. Stick a pin in it. Pause right there. Mike can you please open your mic and say where you live again? Because I hear one more time that there's a cease and desist letter in California, I'm going to slap myself. Can you please unmute one more time and say what state you live in and that your account works? Come on, Mike, hit that button.
There you go.
Pressing button. There we go. Finally.
Okay, you live in what
I'm
state?
in the glorious Southland of California, Huntington Beach, California.
So you're in California and you go in and out of your bank account, and in and out of your Bitharvest account online, and today is January 13th, 2025. Is that correct?
That's right. I go through it every day because I monitor the amounts we get, and I record them just to get a graph of that and show other people what's going on. So yeah, in California, just be careful about what you say. But even
Exactly.
at that, just we can do it in California here, and it's a great place to do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Hey guys. Yeah, I just want to reiterate. I definitely have team in California, mostly in the Bay Area, but they all day, every day, no issues since the beginning. So just to confirm that. And yeah, guys, I just want to say this opportunity, this is the real deal. You know, people are really sleeping on it. You know, if you're here, please do not sleep on this thing this year, because this is the most legitimate thing that I have been involved with in a long time, and I have been involved in a lot of things. And I'm still involved in quite a few projects. But guys, this is Bitcoin. It's the real deal. It pays daily. It's real virgin Bitcoin, fresh off the press every day. No issues. I have not had one hiccup since the beginning of starting in this company last May. You know, I reached 2 star. I got, you know, people, I've been sleeping on it, you know, but guys, I mean, you know, I could probably live off this stuff now. It's incredible. You know, I got buddies that are living off it. You know, go look at our guy Ryan. You know, he's over there in Bali, man. He's killing it with this stuff and part time. I mean, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. Do not sleep on this opportunity, people.
Thank you. Yeah, no, 100%.
But I will continue to be on the Zoom till the month is over. After that, I got to get back to the team. The growth is absolutely bananas at this point, and it's kind of hard to, you know, I got to tell them, wait a minute, we got a Zoom meeting. So with all that, plus we have our own team Zooms every Monday and Thursday night. So we're gonna step back and just we'll continue to do the Zooms. I'll help Walter, I should say, between now and the end of the month once we're back for the last 2 days of the month, and then I will be going away back to what we were doing before, along with Bitharvest and life and parents, mothers. You know, it's a lot going on in our lives. But I hope that something we said here for the weeks, or well, I guess it's been months now, just being on the call, helping out as much as we could. Something I said helped somebody in some way. Use the recordings that we made when we kind of set up the three of us doing the presentation. I hope the tools we help to create here will help everyone grow their teams, because this is a phenomenal opportunity, one of the best I've seen in my 50 years of life. So yeah, I hope everybody takes whatever nuggets we gave out that can help them, and it does just that, help your teams absolutely explode, because people need to know we absolutely found a better way by having this as a part of what we do. So just want to put that out there.
What I'm gonna say is that this is a super opportunity that we have been given. We appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for coming.
No, thank you. Thank you.
All right.
And I have one as well.
Sorry?
I have one as well.
That's true. You did. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Don Miyabi. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Appreciating all the information and hearing from different people. My thing is figuring out the technicalities of putting the money in, and doing like you said, take some of it and pick some out and then reinvest it. I have to do those particular things that are getting in the way of me. So I got to spend a whole day or a whole whatever with a tutor to figure that out.
I'll be
otherwise, the little bit I've been able to put in there, it keeps giving me money, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
And it's a learning process, so it's okay. Like your mentor's willing to help you out and teach you and keep working with you until you got it. That's what he's here for.
Yeah, I appreciate your help, Walter. That's why I'm on the call listening and taking it all in.
All right. Thank you, John. You have a great day.
Yep, thanks.
All right. It's the hour. It's time to go. I will hang up at this point. You guys have a great day. Feel free to sign off and say goodbye. Love you lots. Appreciate you.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. All right. You guys have a great one. The fake chat is simply posting this scam that is going on. This scam is you click on it and it will try to link your external wallet and it will pull your funds from your external wallet and steal your money. You do not want to have your money stolen. Don't deal with scammers. They are the bane of the earth. Scammers steal people's identities and they pretend to be someone. I will always, always, always do a live video call with you. If someone contacts you like Jan or Logan or me or Marcos or anybody that connects with you, you don't make sure that hey, let's do a live video call. I will always do a live video call with you. I might not know you, but you know what I look like and you know me. And so I will always do a live video call with you. Okay. I will always make that time, or I will coordinate a time when we can meet if I happen to be busy right then. But if I'm busy right then, why would I be contacting you? Okay. Make sure that you protect yourself. There are no promotions outside of what's the computer login is. No promotions. There's nothing going on outside. Everything is within your login. Here's another piece of advice. Send me a message on Telegram. Send Jan a message on Telegram. Send Marcos a message on Telegram. Send in our team chat, send a message to each one of the administrators. Start a conversation with us. Let us know, hey, thanks for welcoming me to the team chat. I'll respond when I have time. But I'll always respond. I try to respond within 24 hours, except for on the weekends. Start a conversation with us. Then, after you have a conversation started, you know it's the real me. Okay? If you have to, do a Zoom call with me. I'll do a face-to-face with you. That way you know it's the real me. Okay? After that, go in and edit my name. Put something in my name that only you know, like an exclamation mark or the real Walter or whatever it is. Start, a letter Z, something at the beginning of my name, something that only you know. Change my name so that only you know what it says. That way, if the fake me ever contacts you, you know immediately by looking at my name, that's not the real Walter. You know for sure. That's not the real Jan. You know for sure. That's not the real Marcos. You know for sure. That's not the real whoever else is an admin in our group. You know for sure. And Logan Lee will never contact you. He doesn't have that kind of time. Okay? So make sure that you protect yourself. You do things so that you protect you. You protect your account. Okay? We want you to be safe. No one will ever ask you for money. In fact, we give away money. Every Zoom call, we give away a little bit of money because we want you to have a good experience. There are no promotions running outside of you logging into your account, and any promotion is within your account. You will not find any promotions outside of the actual login to your account. Anything outside of that, anything that you find, hey, we got a special promotion running on whatever. No, do not click on that stuff. It is pure scam. The other reason why this scam is very bad is that they're using my face and my name to scam you people. My job is to protect you. Do not click on anything. I will never ask you for money. In fact, I may give you money. Don't click on anything. Do not send money to anyone. Do not have dollar signs in your eyes by thinking you'll make more money by doing this or whatever promotion. No, there are no promotions that happen outside of within your login. You log in yourself to your back office. Any promotion is there in your back office. You're making great money. Do not be confused by any sort of other promotions, anything going on outside of the outside. Those are all scams. If you don't hear about it here on the Zoom, it's a scam. Do not do it. If you do not hear about it from us directly, if you have concerns, if someone contacts you claiming to be me or claiming to be anybody else, always do, hey, let's do a FaceTime. Let's do a Zoom call together. You know what I look like. I will always connect with you. I always will connect with you using a video so that you know I'm real. Okay? At no point in time will I ever ask you for money. Ever. My job is here to help you so that you can learn and understand and circumvent all of this crap that goes on. Scammers want to steal your money. That's what they want to do. They will find every single way they can possibly think of to steal your money. Protect your money. Protect your accounts. Protect your passwords. Do not click on links. Do not, because they will take you and they will try to steal your money. They will give you sob stories. They'll try to steal your money. Whatever it is, don't do it. The only place where there are promotions that happen are within your back office. Okay? Go talk to the individual that gave you this video. They care about you. They want you to have a good experience, just like they're having a good experience. Go talk to them. Go create your ID and get your account going. I would encourage you also to buy a booster. Look at your situation and determine what you can do and take action. If you don't take action, you're actually really losing money every day because the power of the money that you're in, the currency that you have, is going down. And so every day you are losing the ability to buy stuff. Okay? You're losing the ability to pay for stuff. Go take action. Because if you take action, you now have a way to make money. You now have a way to circumvent the lowering price of the dollar, and you now have an ability to make money. You now have an ability to get out of the rat race. Your friend cares about you. That's why he gave you this video. Go talk to him. Have a good experience, just like the rest of us. Make some withdrawals and have a good experience. Have a great day. Talk to you in a bit.